Generic greetings! So this is the first female prison we have made over the last month in Prison Architect Update 2, and as always, now that we've spent a month building it, we're going to see it break. I have changed all of my regime time to yard. I have changed the policy so nobody gets anything punished, so no punishment, no searches, no nothing. We have changed our meal quantity and variety to low. We're going to say no parole cut-off. The grants we don't really care about. Our programs have all been stopped, and we have fired all of our staff with shotguns and stuff. So all of our armed guards, the reason for that is because the armed guards give you a suppression effect, and because of the warden that we're running, if you can see over here, Rita, prisoners are suppressed twice as quickly. So, you know, as soon as you bring someone in or have them around, everybody's suppressed and they just don't kick off. But that's not what we are aiming for. What we are aiming for is a little bit of the old ultra-violence. Now, we've got several prisoners in each yard, probably about, say, well, it's 186 in total capacity, but remember, 4 of them at the moment, because we've got 4 death row inmates, are in death row. We've got about 10 or 12 in the nursery, and they will not come out. Even though it's constant yard time, you can see we do have some mothers. There's one there, in fact, there, Mila Platten, standing around in the nursery, and they will not move to the yard because they don't really follow the standard schedule. However, they do still have needs. As you can see, they are shouting about sleep, and as far as I'm aware, they will riot. They will attack something, because as you can see, we've got a serving table, but they're never going to get food. So if nothing else, there will be food riots. But in each of these areas here, which is approximately about, I would say, 50 prisoners each area, that one there and that one there in each yard, we've got a mix of prisoners. So we've got low risk, medium risk and high risk, and also some gang members. So there's a gang member there, there's a gang member over there. I don't know what's going on over there, some sort of meeting, I don't have any clue, but the danger level is climbing. So we've got 4 prisoners say they are well treated. I don't know which prisoners they are, probably actually the death row inmates. We've got 120 odd prisoners, 122, 23, it's going up, say they have serious complaints. 114 prisoners are suppressed and compliant. Now remember, as soon as that effect drops, all of these will kick off, because that's one of the great things that I've learnt over playing this for many an hour. That what happens is, if you suppress loads and loads of prisoners and then wait for, and then you know, basically don't treat them well and put them in yard like this, don't feed them, etc. What will happen as soon as the suppression effect goes, like it is now, it's only a couple of them going. As soon as the suppression effect disappears, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to fire. I'm just going to fire half of my guards. There we go. Yeah, as soon as the suppression effect goes, what will happen is that they'll all just boot off, because their danger level is like sort of maxed out. It's not like bringing them in and then pissing them off. There we go. You can see there's some violence. You can hear it as well. There we go. There's some deaths as well. Ooh, good grief. So Anna Winner, 43, manslaughter, murder, assaulting an officer, violent disorder, grievous bodily harm, perjury. Yeah, she's quite a violent person. She's dead. So, yeah, danger level is still flying up, still going to kick off. Oh, you hear a taser going on there. It's a horrible noise. The horrible noise in it. Let's click on that. It sounds like a murloc. Right, close that down. There we go. That is a Polaroid, and that'll disappear. You get that when you cause a bit of violence around here. We've got another death there, which is, oh, this is interesting. So Paisley Guldridge, something like that, sentenced to 14 years for crimes including attempted murder, assault and assaulting an officer, has decided to completely strip down Bronson style and is attacking someone with a drug needle. They are, after all, female prisoners, so you can clearly see, but they've got a male head because there is no there's no female gang member head in the game, as far as I can tell. So they do get assigned that sprite. But there you go. I knew the excuse me, the prisoners would strip off, but I didn't realise they would go for nothing on at all. And a sip of beverage to get rid of this frog in my throat. Today's violence beverage is a nice cup of lemon tea, and it is going to be quite violent because it's getting cold as well. And it's just, I guess, no, actually, green tea is horrible cold, but at least I think so. Lemon tea, however, it's not too bad. I can handle a cold. So what sort of prisoners do we have? Well, apparently ones that really like to piss themselves. Most of these are still suppressed. We've got 75 prisoners are suppressed. There you go. Oh, good. Well, not good. That prisoner there, that was Leela Beckwith, sentenced to 13 years for multiple crimes, including a lot of perjury. As you can see, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counts of perjury and aggravated assault in there as well. She had a drill and started drilling people. So it looks like the gang members are actually going quite down. Let's go to intelligence and then gangs. We can actually see that Red Gang is quite high in terms of members. It's got 5 of them. The Blue Gang have got 4, and then Green are down to the 1. Obviously, we don't have yet anywhere, and we won't be getting any more because we're not really doing this prison, but we don't have any gang leaders. But no matter, danger level's still going up. Taser's still going off, you can hear it. Bit of violence down here. Oh yeah, it's kicking off there at all. And we've got a riot underway. So, where is it kicking off? Well, pretty much everywhere. Mainly in the yards where obviously all of the prisoners are. A lot of them are running around. We've got some attacking the guards there. Now, the general rule, there you go, there's some gang members just attacking each other. The general rule is that female prisoners, overall, as a group, are they tend to give up or don't fight as much as their male counterparts. That's generally what Ivy was saying, that that is the case. It doesn't mention anything about female guards, however. It's making a generalisation about the female prisoners. But obviously we do have some female prisoners in here that are, we've got some ones that are deadly, we've got some quick, we've got some fearless, we've got some different ones in here. So it's still still a riot underway, 4 prisoners and a bit of death, but as you can see, it's really stopped down. It's stopped the riot now. There's no real, and the riot's going down, which is interesting. 48 prisoners say they are well treated. I don't know what prisoners are saying they are well treated. We do still have some patrol in the nursery there. Speed up to max speed and see what happens. But it doesn't look like... Oh, we've got another riot underway. I was going to say eventually it's going to kick off. Where's these deaths? They're going in here. Yeah. I was going to say eventually it's going to kick off. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to fire all but... I'm just going to fire all the guards. Firing... Oh, we can't fire that guard because they're unconscious. The reason I'm firing the guards is because... Oh, we've got an escape as well, right out the front door. Interesting. What I'll do then, I will bring in, with our emergencies, some riot police. 3 of them. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to bring them to the front, right? So the idea is that we don't want any of these prisoners to leave. So we're going to sort of sit them around there. But I want to see how far these prisoners get just rioting. And also I want the see what happens in the nursery and such. So we've still got some prisoners rioting, 13 of them in total. A lot of them obviously are very, very annoyed, and that's just like some sort of abstract painting. Look at all the colours. You've got like piss yellow and blood red and whatever that mix is, and probably a bit of both, you see. And we've got a lot of deaths as well. Let's just go back to normal speed here. Still deaths around there. Yeah, they're attacking each other a lot. A lot of the time when prisoners riot, I mean, they do attack each other, you understand, but generally a lot of the deaths will be from the prisoners being attacked by overzealous guards, or by shotgun-toting armed guards, or by dogs just going a bit, ooh, go and get him. But these are actually prisoners just killing each other. Now, we've also got a fire. I don't know if you see that. There's fire around there. So it looks like they have currently taken over the mailroom, so they can write a letter out. Dear diary. No, dear sister. Just like to tell you that I'm now rioting. Send help, or whatever. Send weapons in post. Right, so we've got the canteen that's been taken over, the common room, and we've got that cell block, that shower, that common room. So we've got 30 or 29 prisoners rioting at the moment. A lot of dead prisoners there. A lot of them are battering open the dormitory and the laundry. None of them yet have gone for the armory, which is an interesting one. I would have thought they'd gone for the army. Ah, here we go. So we've got the CEO. Your prisoners out of control. Put this riot out now. The government will step in to take care of it personally if we don't. So 33 prisoners rioting. I could, if I really want to, I could stop this, I think. 33 prisoners rioting. Most of them are, I guess, unarmed because they're all just hanging around the centre here. However, I think it would just be a quick matter of sending all of these guys in. That would probably sort the thing right out. But I don't want to do that. I want to see what happens when the government comes in. Uncontrolled riots. It's counting down. Where is the countdown? Warning, uncontrolled riot. In the riot soon the government will be forced to assume control. There it is, yeah. 3 hours and 20 minutes. So, I want to see how far they get. I really want to see how scrupulous these guards are. And what I mean by that is, are they going to go into the execution area? And more importantly, are they going to go into the back here? I just saw, this is obviously where we've got family cells and nursery. There is, in fact, are they rioting? Mila Patterson, I think they were rioting. We'll know if they've got, we don't have line of sight. I don't think they're rioting, they are just shouting. They're not rioting, that prisoner, because you see them jumping up and down. But they are a bit pissed off, and they want to go in there, I'm guessing. Just going to keep forcing open the doors for them, you see. They want to go inside there. So it looks like that person is not rioting. It doesn't mean that they're not... Well, they are definitely pissed off, we know this. And it doesn't mean they can't riot, but we've got 42 prisoners under riot conditions. 43, it's going up. A lot of these ones saying they're very, very hungry and also need a wee. But I think it's about to kick off. So if I just go that at normal speed... Finish off that beverage. And here we go. We've got 2 seconds. 1. Boom. Failure state achieved. CEO, you have failed to control the riot. The government has revoked our prison contract and now sending in the National Guard. So if we go up the top, we can see there are now National Guard. But it's still glitched out because the National Guard don't jump off the truck. You have to manually move them, which is an interesting one. I don't know why this hasn't been fixed. There we go. Once all of the squad is off the truck, they will then start going assaulting. You can't actually click and drag them either. You have to manually move them about. So there we go. And hut, 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 like the Blues Brothers. Hut, 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 hut. So here we go. They're going to come straight in. Oh my good grief, they're charging straight forward. At least some of them are. And they are taking no prisoners. Certainly not. They have moved into the kitchen and sorted things out there. And they've gone into, oh my good grief, they've gone in here and they are now just absolutely hosing anybody they see in the canteen. I mean, this is like the opposite of Rainbow Six Siege where you're saving the hostage. You're just going in and say, right, if it moves, shoot it. If it doesn't move, shoot it to see if it moves, and then if it moves, it's still alive, and then shoot it again. That's generally the rule there. Good grief. So, looks like that is being taken care of. I'm keeping an eye on around this area here. So they've moved into the centre, and this is where they... Oh, a lot of them are putting their hands up there, but... oh, most of them have actually put their hands up. Look at that. Loads have surrendered. So, National Guard still coming around. Still just saying, yep, no pool for you. They're all down. And, oh, no, they're going up. I think they're just going to go around. There we go. There's the mailroom taken over. I think they're just going to go around and stop the violence, and stop the rioting and stop the control. Or retake back control. Good grief. Unscrupulous. Look at that. I mean, they had their hands up for a long time and then just da-da-da-da-da-da. Freedom! Just bullets into you. There you go. I'd rather be alive than free, I guess. Damn bastards. Right. So, charging into... Oh, more deaths. 48 deaths. Good grief. The laundry is now back under their control. It looks like the National Guard are going in here, and then I think they're leaving. Yes, the National Guard are leaving, even though that is still technically under the control of the rioters. Is that a word? It is now. And a lot of family members have come to visit, probably to look at the carnage. Maybe it's like a more extreme version of Jurassic Park. You know, you go in Jurassic Park to see dinosaurs and stuff. This is like prison park. No. You get the idea, where you go in and you see stuff that you've never seen before. Oh, look, and now we have a prison that's recently went under riot, and we'll take a little tour around it. Look at the dead bodies. Look at the person with a spork in their eye, etc. Either way, looks like the National Guard have left, but they ran off rather than using their trucks because they're all stuck, because it's still Alpha Gamers Alpha in places, I must confess. And they didn't go to the nursery, which I'm very, very happy about. If, however, the people rioting took over the nursery, or people in the nursery started rioting, and the family cells, and then that was taken over, I think the armed guards would just sweep in there and hose everything down, which would be very, very, very gruesome. Either way, that didn't happen, and I'm sort of glad. There you go. There's a little bit of the old violence. It was actually different. I don't know whether it's the female prisoners or whether it's the way it's designed stuff. It's really hard to, you know, this is the first female prison I've made, so I don't have a very good sample set, but the prisoners did seem to give up a lot quicker, but they also seem to happily start fighting earlier as well for a lot of them. But then again, that might be because of the design, because of the warden that we've got, because obviously she doubles, the suppression is twice as quick, so as soon as that was removed, then they could kick off faster, and then it could also be because we've got a mixed prison, and there's so many variables, it's really hard to say. But either way, there you go. These are always quite horrible, but, you know, interesting to watch. As always, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.